We are in my hometown of Atkins, Arkansas at Ralston Family Farms. It's their mill. This is a kitchen inside of a mill. It's phenomenal. Behind me is my good buddy, Chef Shane Henderson. And one time he made a lobster corn dog. It was crazy, it was fun. Today he's gonna be using something not nearly as exotic, but pretty cool, purple rice. We're gonna figure out what he's making today.
Hey everybody, this is Shane Henderson. I'm the executive chef for Benny Keith Foods and co-owner of Heritage Catering. I'm so happy to be here with you, with Logan Duvall from me and McGee Market, and Tim and Robin Ralston, and celebrating the rice. So today what we're gonna do is a little purple rice mushroom risotto with something that sounds fancy but super easy, a little butter poached halibut. It's gonna be fantastic. So the first thing we're gonna do is start out by just dicing up a little bit of an onion. I've already went ahead and made a mushroom and chicken stock. That was super easy. I just took some of these great regular mushrooms, whatever kind of mushroom you've got on hand, put some water and some chicken carcass in there with it, and that's just been kind of boiling away with a little bit of star anise and some cloves there. So I've got a pan kind of getting hot that we'll go ahead and start sauteing off some onion and a little bit of mushroom. That's really going to go on top of our risotto. Then we've got our butter back here for the halibut, so I've got it to a nice kind of dark where it gets that nutty brown butter flavor going. The nice thing about this is we're just going to put it in the butter and let it poach and cook itself. So this is going to be fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this risotto started. We're going to start off the same way as we did with the mushrooms. We're going to put a little bit of onion in there. Just kind of start building some flavors. We're gonna get some nice color on that, and that's really gonna help develop some flavor. You don't wanna get too much, you don't want it burnt. So just a little bit of browning. Okay, so we've just got just a little bit of browning going on. We'll go ahead and add our garlic. You wanna add the garlic when you get to some browning on it. If not, your garlic's gonna burn before you're ready for the next step. Okay, now what we've got is just some of our purple rice. This was actually already cooked and been in the refrigerator, so this is going to help us speed this up a little bit. We're still going to kind of cook this in the style of a risotto, meaning I'm going to slowly add this stock to it. But we'll go ahead and just kind of get started. We're leaning into fall flavors there with a clove and star anise. So we could have strained our stock out, but honestly, if I get a little bit of that mushroom broth, a little mushroom with the broth in there, it's not gonna upset me or anything. So we'll just kind of slowly start working that in. You know, since this is a risotto, we're happy to keep just kind of stirring it, keep it moving. We kind of want some of that rice to break up and release some of the natural starches in it. So it gets that kind of creamy feel, especially that texture. That's really what we're looking for without adding cream to it and those extra calories. Okay, so you can see, like, this is what I'm kind of looking for with those mushrooms. Notice I didn't do a gentle cook. I was looking for more of a seared look on these, you know, so I kind of a pretty hard cook on them. And I haven't really seasoned these any, so we'll go ahead now and add a little salt and pepper to them and turn those off and let them just kind of rest. Put our butter back on the flame, kind of let it come back up. So then I've got a little Cajun seasoning that I made up. Then we've already got some vanilla bean paste in the butter there. And as I'm moving my spoon around, you can kind of see that creaminess getting around to the edges. And that's exactly what we're looking for in this dish. And just as that stock cooks out, you know, you just add a little bit more in there and keep going. You can still really tell like how creamy that's getting in there. So we'll just kind of keep moving it around and breaking up those rice grains. Okay, now as we got that going, we can go ahead and just put our halibut. Really any fish that you like would work. I just kind of thought we'd use some halibut, you know, so it's Very simple, very quick, very easy to make. So I'm just kind of pouring some of this butter back over that. So the nice thing about this is when this is done, you could turn this off and let it set in the butter, and it's gonna be fantastic. It's very hard to overcook it because you're cooking it in this fat. If you're one of those people that's afraid to cook fish, this makes it real easy. You set it in the butter. You'll feel it starting to get more firm. I've got a pound of butter in here. So our halibut is nice and done. We'll just set it on this plate for now. So we've just got a nice little bowl here. This is a pasta bowl. We'll just put some of our purple rice risotto straight down. Just some of those hard seared mushrooms. And as we're filming this, it's like the very end of tomato season. So I've got some tomato jam that I just made with some of the last of the little heirloom cherry tomatoes I could find. So we'll just put a little bit of that on top. And just for a little bit of color, we'll cut up just some of the greens off of some green onion. Add that just to the top. So we've got some Ralston Family Farms Purple Rice Risotto with some seared mushrooms and butter poached halibut. Let's take a look and see what Logan thinks about it all put together.
All right, floating in butter, Chef Shane's amazing dish. I don't know if I've ever eaten halibut before, so this is gonna be the first time. I'm starving, we've been shooting all day. Excited we were able to bring all of us together for this. Thanks for watching.